much for joining us. The Still Enterprise Morning, reaching you from Enterprise Television. On to our main conversation for today. Former political advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, has criticized the president for not publicly dismissing rumors of plans to drop Vice President Kashim Shettima ahead of the 2027 elections. Despite denials from presidential aides, Baba-Ahmed believes that Tinubu's personal silence has fueled ongoing speculations. Speaking on Channels Television Politics today, Baba-Ahmed said the president should have made a clear, direct statement expressing confidence in Shettima and putting an end to the rumors. He stressed that a simple affirmation from Tinubu would have sufficed to calm concerns. If the stories are baseless, he said the president should have said so himself. Emphatically, Baba-Ahmed added, leaving it to his aides isn't enough. It's unsettling. We still have Barrister Sufeli. Barrister, let's talk about this burning issue, because politics is not just for one person. It's a congregation of good people, great people, the people who truly do understand what they should be doing. The president cannot do without his vice. Prior to the election, Shettima said he was going to be in charge of security. The president should be in charge of governance and economics. 2 years down the line, we do not know if it has changed or it's not even there at all, because no one is in charge of anything, as Nigerians have observed. The question then is, do you think Shettima has an electoral value?
Well, Shettima was a governor for 8 years, right? So, as a governor, he played his role as a governor. He did his best as a governor. So, to say that he does not have electoral value may not be right, because he was in the banks. I think in Zenith Bank. From Zenith Bank, he became a governor, and he was there for 8 years and all that. So, I may not subscribe to the ideology that he does not have electoral value.
Okay, but he doesn't have enough.
I would rather say that perhaps the party is serving under, okay, may not be, either the party or the president may not be satisfied with his contribution to the party. They may not be satisfied. That's what I think, because these rumors point to several directions. It's telling us a lot about what is going on internally, okay, in the affairs, okay. If the president does not want to use him again, I don't think it's the president's decision. It's that of the party, the National Working Committee of the party. It's not, the president cannot single-handedly. There's a political party.
Really?
Yes.
Even if the president is running the party?
It is a party that contests election. Yeah, so the party's input.
Yes.
The party's input is required. The president cannot just wake up one day and say he doesn't want to use the man again and they should bring another person. They will discuss it. That's what I mean. The party will discuss it with the president. Yes, it's the president. Doesn't mean he can take a unilateral decision for the party.
So even if the president has more influence than the party, like we can see today in Nigeria?
And then what I'm saying, the president having more influence than the party has its own place. But do you think the president can go to the polls alone?
No, yes.
The president is going to go to the polls with the Nigerian constitution. You must be sponsored by a political party. You understand? You know, the moment his tenure ends, he's just like any other candidate. The only thing he has going for him is incumbency, which command influence, and that's all. So the president cannot go to the polls alone. There's no way the party will not make input in that decision. That's what I'm saying. Have the party discussed it? Have the party taken a decision? Those are the questions we need to ask. If the party have discussed it and they've taken a decision that this thing should move to another, fine and good. Okay? Because the party will be, there's what they call party supremacy in political party. Party supreme means the collective decision of the party supersedes individual consideration. That's what it means. Okay. So if that is anything to go by, that issue will be discussed. But what Baba-Ahmed is saying is that, who incidentally is the brother to the other
Okay, Dati.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are all the same family. Yeah.
Oh.
They own the Base University.
Really? Yes. Oh,
Is it Base University?
Yes, Base University of Abuja.
University of Abuja. So that's the same family.
Oh.
So they will discuss it. That's what I mean, and they will come up with an idea. That's exactly what they want to do. It's not an individual thing, like I said. They will decide how they're going to run through the process, and that is what it should be. So we should be asking, but what the man is saying, what this man was saying is that the president ought to have debunked the rumor himself. That living in the hands of his aides made it unsettling. Okay, made it look like it's the truth that really, because we've seen situations where aides of president will come and say something, or that Buhari, another one will come and say, no, that's not what happened. Say another one. So we cannot take the information of these aides as official information.
Statements.
Yeah, to run with. We can't. If it's a party that thing came from, it's even much more stronger than coming from the aide.
Yes, but I understand that both of us obviously are not body language experts to tell what might come out of the body language of an individual. But when you take a look at the Shettima and President Bola Tinubu body language, does it really tell to does that come with a base that this thing is true, that there could be a very little rift between both of them?
Yeah, we hardly even see both of them together. Hardly. I mean, I'm not. Hardly do you see both of them together. It's either one is attending a function here, the other one is representing the other, or something.
Well, the last time we saw them together was at the burial of Muhammad Buhari.
Yes.
I do not know if you've seen that viral video when both of them were about to, get on the private jet. Shettima went first, and President Bola Tinubu was like, "Come down here" or something. It was there, So I do not know. But of course, that is still not substantiated. We can't base that as a fact. We need to base with what we see. President Bola Tinubu had a meeting with Kwankwaso last week. The details are still not there, because that was why I talked about electoral value. Kwankwaso still comes with his 2 million, which has never left him over the years, and that is good enough. Kano, if Kano is taken, the people have said the whole no vote in Kano is more than that of the southeast of Nigeria. So don't you think that's a good reason?
I know, but that's inconsequential.
It is inconsequential.
Yes, because
if you do the maths.
No, it's inconsequential now. Clinching in presidential is not simple majority. You need to have 25% of 24 states, which has nothing to do with you get one state does not mean you have advantage over the other, because the spread, you must have the spread. 25% of 24 states is what you need to become a president of Nigeria. Not simple majority.
Bola Tinubu had it the last time.
Yes, now.
P2B was not there.
No, they didn't have the spread. It didn't get the spread because in the northern part, especially the northwest, it didn't have enough to cover the ground. Okay, so you need that's section 132 of the Constitution now. Section 132, 134 of the Constitution. You see how it is. You need to have that spread of 25% of 24 states. That means you have to win 24 states. Okay, and in that 24 states, you need to have 25% of the entire vote.
So even if P2B if he had more numbers and didn't cover up that spread, he would not have won.
No, he will not win. It won't win. It's not about it's not simple majority. If it's simple majority, down is easy now. You score 10, I score 12. I've won. But if you score 10 and you have spread, and I score 12 and I don't have spread, you won.
And we respect that in Nigeria.
Yes, that is the Shagari and Awolowo this in the first issue.
But that was what happened.
Yes, it has to do with the spread.
Awolowo had more votes.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you are not able to. You had more votes, you didn't have the spread. You understand? So it's an issue. You check section 134. 132 to 134 of the Constitution. You see, so it's important that we know that it's not just about Kanu. But I know why that meeting with Kwankwaso is strategic, because Kwankwaso is because now it's going to get tighter for Tinubu in the north, because there's a lot of discordance, dissatisfaction, and also of that. You know, it was very smooth for him in the first time, but now because of his appointment, a lot of people are saying the appointment is only Yoruba. And the other infractions, they perceive infraction. And there's also a dissatisfied wing in the north going around campaigning against him. So right now, I'm just talking hard politics now. Right now, Shettima may not be the best he will need for the second term. That's the truth. And
that might not hurt him if he discards Shettima.
It will. It's politics about interest. You understand? Shettima may not be the best of brand. He needs somebody that have a widespread, because Shettima, apart from Borno State, have never done anything national apart from this first outing.
Unfortunately, he didn't even win Borno the last time.
Yeah, he didn't even win. Okay, have never tested his political quotient on a national scale. The only time he did it was this outing that made him vice president. But Kwankwaso have done it over and over again, and we have seen the spread. So that will count for him. Then it will also count for the Hausa population. Okay, the Hausa population who feel left out also in that region. So many things. Tinubu and Kwankwaso ticket is a very viable ticket. Very viable. Especially now that other parties have left that angle. Because by now, I thought a political party like Labour or the ADC would have sealed up that. And that's why Tinubu is going to seal it up early.
Especially with the appointment of Babangida's son and other people from the north.
Yes. He's trying to soften that little error that he has committed against the north. He's trying to recalibrate it. You understand? Using the remaining 2 years to, and because Kwankwaso, that is a very viable candidate, have been in the loop alone for a long time. All these political parties that are making could have done what they ought to do to see how they can get merger, partnership, or whatsoever coalition with him, because he's a very viable force. He's a known voice in that area, and he's loved till tomorrow, just like Buhari. So if you don't, that's why Tinubu is taking the road as early as possible to do all he wants to do. That's the politics.
That's the politics, but of course, the northern part of Nigeria are not seeing that really as a good enough politics. I've watched viral, videos that have gone viral, and some northerners have stated that even if Nyesom Wike becomes the INEC chairman and does the bidding of President Bola Tinubu, them in the north have learned from the bad things that Bola Tinubu has done to them, and might not vote for him. So don't you think, despite, if possible, Kwankwaso becomes the vice, let's say he becomes that, the commonness of the northern people, do you think that can be broken by the Kwankwaso effect?
We've seen that now. We've seen that over and over again. There are times when the north, some persons will come together and say they are the north.
Oh, okay.
And that they are taking this stand, whereas the real people who will come out to vote on that, they have their own. So you cannot really determine what group, what clique, what convergence is the north. Everybody claim to be the north. You understand? So what is important is that the politician is able to play his politics very well. He's able to get the right kind of candidate, because that's where it starts from. If you have the wrong candidate, no matter the kind of politics you play, you will not get it right. Get the right candidate first. That's the first thing. They get the right candidate, get the square pegs in square holes first. Then before you now talk about other consideration. You now talk about campaign strategies. You now talk about exchange. Those materials they give. You now talk about other political strategies that you're going to deploy to claim victory. That's exactly what it is.
Yes, so all that we're talking about basically are for the elites, but for the common Nigerian, the common northerner, it's about what he will take home at the end of every day, which is still missing in the mix of everything. Bola Tinubu would not have struggled this much if he had led well. Do you think that might affect him?
That's a very profound statement to make. I mean, that's profound. If he had led well. You see, because his first outing, this first time, there was no incumbency because Buhari had concluded and there was no incumbency. So it was a free floor for all. And when you look at the kind of politics he played too, using institutions against, the people are now aware of that's a possibility. The people are more guarded now. Okay? They may obstruct that. So, if he had led well, he wouldn't be struggling because this thing look like struggle.
Yes, very.
Your poster and banner is already all over the place, swelling the day, not minding whether INEC have lifted the ban on this thing and all that. So, if he had led well, like you said, if he had led well, it should be. Because even what really gave him a setback is this subsidy thing in removal, life change, people's life change and all that. But do you know that even in the midst of that, there were no sufficient communication? Because you see, it's a complex thing to do when you take a policy, take a decisions like that. You take decisions like that and you are not able to explain it to the understanding of the common man, the lowest in society. Even part of the elite, many people today still do not understand why you should take off subsidy. Then what you claim you have saved from that removal is nowhere to be found. So is it not better for us to be paying subsidy? At least when they call us and say, where did this 12 trillion, where did it go to? Say subsidy. Now we cannot point to that 12 million, where it's going to and where it is. We cannot. we don't know. That fund you have to say, where is it? Nobody knows. So that's the problem. If you had led well, like you said, he will not struggle, but he has to struggle. That's his cup of tea. He will have to, it's up to him.
Very hard one there. 2027 is still far off. Hopefully, things would change in politics, like they all often say. 24 hours is big enough time for lots of things to change. The permutation is still on. People are still scrambling for where to go to. Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, yes, they've not left their parties. Atiku had left the PDP, but it stated he's not gone to the ADC. Peter Obi is still with the Labour Party. He still hasn't gone to the ADC. So lots of permutations here and there as 2027 approach. And the APC are still very neck deep on trying to see if they can scale their popularity and appease the lives of appeals to the lives of Nigerians who, of course, will go to the polling station to do what they need to do. It's still a very developing story, and right here on Enterprise Television, we promise to get you that as it unfolds. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for being here.
Very well, my pleasure.
Appreciate you. All right, people, that's just about the time we have. We'd love to say thank you. Please do well to visit us if you may. You can always read up on everything we've talked about when you visit us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. I am Henry Gwebike. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.